I don't normally rename.
If you do this in Windows, it refuses to change the case.
Probably, this will probably do the same. Yeah. So,
okay,
yeah,
change it to graphics.
case, you change it to
You have to change it to an intermediate name.
change to an intermediate name.
Go on then, prove it works. Thank you. It's still showing graphics, still.
Yeah.
No redraw.
Yeah. Basically, this
Leave it
again.
like that.
I'm not into graphics still. Right.
It's on his list for the next version now.
Yeah.
Great that.
There isn't really much more to show because it was always intended to be a fairly simple system. The utility menu supplied with a number of small accessory programs, fairly basic calculator. So,
Is that anything to do with Freddy Backer, the next one?
calendar.
Digital Invaders.
Digital precision invaders. Very simple game, similar to used to get them on calculators and other small devices.
Is Chelsea Decimal Invaders?
Yes.
If you played the game, you'd understand why the name. It was Darren Brannan's idea, so it's easy to blame it on an Irishman.
Darren.
Yeah. I think whilst Darren was actively using the program, I had a number of good ideas for the program which came from him. Then when he, I don't think he ever actively stopped trading in QL software, but when he became lower profile on the QLC, the flow of ideas from Darren stopped, and so did the incentive to do major rewrites to the program. Also, of course, Jim Humpkins came up with QDT, which is very much more advanced concept of a desktop called QL. And at the time, when I'd seen the first versions of QDT, I thought there's no reason for this because QDT is a more advanced concept. But sales of Launchpad, although they've never been spectacular, they've been steady. It's generated small income over the years.
What happens if you get longer than 12 characters?
It truncates.
Truncates, yes.
It is 12 limit.
I can't remember what the exact limit is, but it does vary if you change it to fill the screen or go down.
12 is the biggest there.
It's basically an easy pointer application window, so however easy pointer behaves when you stretch or reduce the menu, that's basically what you'll see on screen.
And you'd never see the bit on truncated bit.
Never seen?
You wouldn't be able to see the truncated bit. It wouldn't.
Not unless you brought up.
If it truncated, would you see anything?
No, not directly on screen. You would need to just look at the properties
Yeah.
and see what the original name was.
Does it work in mode 8?
No. No. There never was any intention to make it work in mode 8 either.
Are you using Q menu for something, or all the forms are handmade with VC?
All handmade.
Also the device select box
Yeah.
for the file handler.
Yeah. So this is what you mean, yeah?
No, the one where you, for example, when you want to select a program for the Launchpad, you can say it's on Win1 or RAM. This selection you had before. When you want to add a new icon,
Yes.
add new program and select the file with file name. Yes? Is this Q menu or you
No.
made it on your
No.
own? But it looks similar somehow. Yeah.
Probably similar concept.
Yeah, yeah.
But the visual appearance is obviously
Okay.
a little bit different. But many QL programs use the idea of the 3-character device name abbreviations and so on, and the drive number selection being as
QRAM for a start.
yeah.
QPC, Q. Oh,
It's
You
not
mean
really
QRAM?
Q-Factor.
Had to.
Thank you.
Yeah. Nothing spectacular there. It's just a straightforward, easy-pointed application window, really, with a few loose items.
It's slightly confusing though that you change the single key press for RAM. In one of the others it was A.
Yeah, there are places in there where the device names are fixed, whereas menus, file selection menus like this one, read
You should
device
have it
list.
globally in the whole system, otherwise you go on one menu and you press R automatically and it's not R.
I know, these are things which have changed during the lifetime. It's
In that whole
part of that long
you should standardise it all.
Yes.
So that's going to cause
Yeah,
problems.
which I will do as I get time again.
Is data dollar data?
And ROM isn't up there. Okay.
Well, that's because it's reading the device list.
Oh, you haven't got a ROM. Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, if it was
Understand.
running on a QL with
Understand.
the
Yeah,
ROM
yeah,
list
yeah.
plugged in, that would appear. But the other menu which you saw earlier is fixed.
What you could do with the letters, and this happens in some of the systems, is you press it once, you get the first one. You press it, and the second time, you get the second one. So with ROM and RAM, there's 2 presses of R would actually give you ROM.
Yeah, you would need to actively code for that because.
It'd be nice to have that.
Yeah.
How many underlines would it need? 2 R's, would you put 2 underlines? 3 R's, 3?
You could have dashes, couldn't you? That would work. 1 dash, 2 dash.
Is data dollar actually data
Well,
dollar?
prefix.
Switch to the second character. So over would be wrong.
That would be better.
I mean, it would be easy enough. The drive names exist as a list when the menu is generated. So it would be simply a matter of looking through the list briefly for non-repeating characters. If it's a repeating character, use the next
So you
character.
don't want different menus to have different symbols.
No, I agree with that.
In that case, you have a system, Tony, in that case, you have a system which can't be extended. Because you have to enumerate all possible device names in the future before you can assign the letters now. I don't believe the 2 concepts are compatible.
Yes, I agree. I like the idea of pressing it. If it assigns 2 of the same letter, you press it twice.
Yeah. I agree with Tony.
It cycles through them.
Yeah. I mean, this is
that the wrong one.
Or let's go with it.
What do you do?
Well, it will still, the letter will still have a list of programs assigned to it.
No, same character. Make sure the order is the same for as well.
The what?
The order.
Oh, I know. I abandoned that, and that's excellent. I don't mind about the order, it just means you start in a different place. I know what you mean.
But have we answered what you were asking?
Yeah, it's okay.
Some might be more than 2, there were very few.
In principle, I agree with both viewpoints. Certainly, I agree with Tony that the program should be consistent throughout, but this is part of the process when an early version of the program is upgraded to a second one without a major rewrite. Things like this do tend to creep in. The next menu which was added is something which Darren called My QL menu, which allows you to set certain system settings. As an example, you can start a digital clock running, which will run just to the right of the Launchpad title at the top. There are the display menu. So you can set which colour depth the system uses. You can also set background colours and background images, so you can have wallpaper images on any system which has the BG image extension. Control system palette themes from here, so that you can choose if you've ever used Wolfgang Uhlich's QCOCO program to generate system palette files, theme files as he calls them. I think Bob will probably be able to answer more about that program. So if you prefer the brown colour scheme, it's as simple as selecting the appropriate theme. And any fairly modern program which knows how to use the system palettes, such as QD and many other programs, will follow the system scheme. If you want, you can use Launchpad to control those system themes, so that your favourite theme is loaded by Launchpad as it starts. No further work is required unless you wish to reset it to check program compatibilities and everything else. There are some really horrible colours in here as well. Don't really like that. Somebody sent me that colour theme.
This is for the pink team.
Yes.
Back to Ruben's discussions of blue and pink.
Can you change the other colours, the green and the red, or are you stuck with those?
What do you mean?
The icons are
The
fixed.
icon colours.
Oh, the built-in icons are fixed. If you go to the third page, these are icons I've designed using Duncan Nethercutt's, no, not Duncan. What was the name of the Frenchman who wrote the sprite editor? Humbert, yes. That was his sprite editor program which I used to generate these sprites. So Launchpad itself doesn't have a sprite editor built in, but you can use either Jerome Humbert's, yeah. I've used his sprite editor or Duncan Nethercutt's newest one, which was released a few months ago. Use those to generate. Basically it uses normal system sprites. So
the frame is not fixed with the transparent areas. Unlike,
yeah, I mean, you can
Windows
define
one,
transparent colours.
that one picks up the background colour.
Yeah, some of them do, some of them don't. It's up to you how
That's not
you
quite
design the
good.
sprite.
You don't want this big blob, you can have a colour.
Yeah.
But you can only
Only use this up to given size of sprite, and I can't remember. Oops. Can't remember.
you change the system theme only on the 0.
On system palette 0, yes. For anybody who knows anything about system palette schemes, systems currently support up to 4 different system palettes. Most people tend to only use system palette 0, which is why I've only ever implemented it to use 0. There is no reason. That would be a simple matter to implement if it was required. There isn't really much more to explain without going into too much depth and detail on it. The original concept was a very simple program launcher. Maybe we could add a docking facility for programs, list of currently running programs and so on. It has a fairly simple jobs control menu built in. So you get a list of jobs running, and you can either pick or remove the jobs. Nothing fantastic. The original design concept for it was a fairly simple program launching program. And that's really all there is to it. All the other bits have been added as periphery during its lifetime. And that was it, really. It was just really a matter of a very simple to use program launcher capable of giving icons. to the programs and nothing much else. Doesn't